Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading. Happy birthday to my Virgos out there. This is going to be for the week of the 9th to the 15th of September. It's my birthday on the 15th, so let me know if you share a birthday with me. But anyway, let's dive into reading, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you. Ooh, peace. That's always nice. Look at that. Right, there is a dove bird here with an olive branch that symbolizes forgiveness. So whether you're being called to forgive or whether there is somebody coming through for forgiveness here. Let's see what else is coming through. The peace card is also about making peace with the situation as well in order for it to come to you in its own timing. So however it resonates for you, I will show you in a second. Let's get another card for Virgo. Blossoming abundance. You have great cards. Right, as you can see, there's a few ways I relate this message. There's a few ways that I speak about this, and it depends on the rest of the cards, to be honest with you. So I'll give you both meanings here. The first one is, this is really a time of making peace with things in general, whether it's you or somebody's making peace with you. Again, I did just kind of say that. It's a really good time to kind of let things go, let things be, and allow things to unfold naturally. That's our way of making peace with it, right? Especially if it's things that have been bothering you or plaguing your mind. It's a really good time to forgive yourself, forgive others, in order for you to be able to move forward and to bring something to life, right? That egg in any card that it comes up always represents a new beginning. It represents something being born, brought to life. Okay. Another way I see it is also that this egg is something that this bird is waiting for. You are the bird. In this case, the egg is something that you're trying to bring to life. Manifestation, a goal, whatever it may be. Sometimes we feel like we have to wait for it, and stick by it. And that might be causing the opposite of peace, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of frustration within. This card says, in order to, find peace and let this be, it will absolutely happen in its own time. Okay, so that's something for you guys. Right, anyway, you also have blossoming abundance. This is number 3, just like the Empress. It means basically the same thing. This is a really good time for being open to an abundance, whatever that is to you. If you're trying to manifest money, can't speak today. If you're trying to manifest money or, an abundance of great people in your life or support from others or whatever it may be, love in any shape or form, this is a really good time where I feel like because of you making peace with something, you're just having an abundance, you're blossoming, you're just having a lot of things happening. But let's see what else is coming through for you. All right, let's see, my lovely Virgos, please, this week. Guilt. All right, let's get one more. Guilt, prayer. What's the other one? Despondence. Guys, what you guys been experiencing? Right, guilt coming through. You could be feeling guilt, or this could be somebody else. Remember that we do have the dove bird extending the olive branch. So again, if it's not you that's seeking forgiveness from yourself, from others, because of some guilt, it could be somebody who is feeling guilty about maybe how they've treated you in the past, and they could be coming through here, or it's an energy that's going on around you. I always say this person in the background is, drinking their problems away. They feel miserable. So this could be somebody else's energy, but of course it's your reading, so it could also be you. Depends how you resonate with it. But I'll explain what I'm seeing. Right, and this person is deciding to drink their problems away, and they feel like their partner is this angel, and they're not treating them very well, so they feel guilty about how they've been treating their partner, but they're not taking any action to change it. So they're just down in this spiral of guilt. That doesn't have to be everyone's story. It's just a story of the card here. One way I will say with this, if it's somebody around you, maybe they do feel guilty with how they've been treating you lately, feeling that they're not worthy of you. Okay, or somebody felt like that in the past. Okay. Again, in which case somebody could be trying to make peace here. Maybe you're forgiving somebody who may have done that to you, regardless of whether they reach out or not. You're finding peace in situations. You also have despondence coming through. So again, it feels similar to whoever this is in the guilt card. So if it's you, if it's somebody else, take it however it resonates. This is kind of about feeling a bit numb you know, you want change, you want things to move forward, you want movement in your life, you want things to be different, but at the same time not taking any action in towards doing that, kind of expecting it to just happen. It doesn't work like that, not all the time anyway. In order to create change, we have to create change, right? If you want a different kind of job, we have to do something a bit differently. You know, whatever that is to you, we need to have a plan and we need to take action on the plan. So Virgo, if you've been feeling a bit despondent, Spirit's kind of saying, okay, let's get up, let's get out of bed, let's take each thing at a time, because we'll get the ball rolling. And as soon as the ball starts rolling, we are doing things even though we don't want to do it. I don't know if you guys are anything like, I mean, you guys are Virgos, so you guys can be quite like, you know, a perfectionist. Something I've learned is you don't always have to want to do something in order to actually do it. You know, if you're trying to build a routine or you're trying to implement things in your life, bring things into your life, hobbies, routines, whatever, ways of being, you may feel like you have to, you know, feel happy doing that thing in order for it to work out or become a habit, but it's not true. Not everyone wants to get up early in the morning to exercise, for example, but they do it anyway. They form a habit by staying consistent, okay, by creating that change, dedicating themselves to that change, regardless whether they feel it or not, and they just keep showing up for themselves. So this, in this way, despondence is kind of, this is why what I'm seeing in a despondence card, we're having to keep creating change, small amounts of change. All right, we're not perfect beings. Human beings are not perfect at all. None of us are. However, if it's what we're striving for, then that's okay too. But just go easy on yourself and take each step at a time, okay? It's great to have goals, okay? But don't make them so big and so... No. Have big goals, but don't overwhelm yourself with what you need to do in order to get there. Start small, okay? You could be overwhelming yourself with, you know, I want all these great things in life. You're definitely able to have it, okay? Absolutely. You have blossoming abundance here. It's here. But we have to kind of understand, okay, let's start. What can I do today to get a little bit closer to that goal? Like 1% closer. But anyway, for others of you, if there's somebody around you, somebody could be very miserable in their life and feeling a little bit guilty here. Or it could be you. All right, we also have prayer coming through. There's a few ways I see this card. We have lemons and lemonade, and I don't know if you're familiar with the saying, but when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, okay? But also prayer is about understanding what it is. What do you want? What do you want? Getting clear on that, because it can come to you. Make clear prayers. Anyway, the when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. It's really about, okay, something may have happened that's out of your control. Somebody's thrown lemons at you, but how can you turn a situation to something that either is profitable in terms of finances, but most likely something that you can profit off of in general, not just financially, but in terms of how can I turn this into something that's going to make me more happy, for example? What can I learn from the situation so that I can implement that life lesson into other areas of my life to find success? Whatever it is, that's there. Right, let's carry on for you. Let's see a keyword for you guys this week. Denial. Right. No longer denying things of ourselves, okay? This says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. What are you afraid of? If you were to find peace in a situation or to forgive a situation, why haven't we, right? And most of the time it's because somebody done something really bad to us. And that's true. But if it's affecting your peace years after or whatever, what is the fear of letting this go? And how can you become aware of that feeling, right? Or if we have to change something or let go of something that we feel guilty about and change something so we no longer feel guilty about it towards ourselves or towards others. I don't know what this is for you guys, but it feels important for somebody out there. Virgo, Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. So this is where it feels like you're going towards peace and going towards a blossoming abundance, but having to release kind of this low vibrational energy, which is fine. The low vibrational energy is what we all experience from time to time. So Something to do with guilt. I wonder how this will come up for you. Right, let's see. Please, 3 cards for my lovely Virgos as the overall energy for the week for them. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, I'll show you. All right, focusing on your happiness, what brings you satisfaction for Virgo. 2 more. Empress, love that. And the 4 of Wands. Wow, look at that. So you are coming up as this Empress, blossoming abundance here. You are achieving some wish fulfillment this week. There is 2 cards representing kind of reaching some goals here. So that's amazing. 4 of Wands, celebration. Makes sense if it's your birthday for some of you out there, but it's just a really good card for like people coming together in celebration over something. So whether it's career related or you're just celebrating, reaching a milestone of whatever, there's a lot of happiness coming around this week for you. Okay, could be something significant about a mother figure this week as well. But let's see for you. Right, let's see for you. Something I want to say to you is like some people look up to you because of the Empress. Like I'm almost seeing like this is you this week. People look up to you. You are a being of love and compassion and light. Okay? You're seen as the Empress, as abundance, which is interesting because maybe you don't feel that way. Maybe you are struggling inside or with some things in your life and those are taking up your focus, right, Virgo? You're in that in between. Like you are already being seen as the Empress this week. But because it's not perfect, right? Maybe you are hyperfixating on, again, the things that you feel guilty about, the things that you wish you could change and, you know, feeling unsatisfied with something. It's interesting, but people do look up to you, by the way. And what I mean by that is you're an inspiration to some people. With this Empress, I don't know why. I just look at her as like, oh, like I wish I could be that compassionate. Like I feel like that's what people think about with you. Or maybe that's what the guilt is about here with somebody else. Whatever it is, I'm not quite sure. All right, anyway, let's see your energy for the week. How will you be feeling or thinking? All right, that is the 2 of Pentacles. You'll be feeling quite busy. All right, a lot to think about. Maybe you're trying to plan something, prep something, make decisions on something, but it's a very busy energy. Okay, so maybe you have your hands full. Virgo's energy this week. 7 of Cups and 10 of Swords in the middle. Now this is interesting because it is in the center of your reading now and it's underneath that Empress. How you'll be feeling? A little bit of confusion, I'll be honest, because you have that 2 of Pentacles. So you're being busy, you're trying to juggle a few things, you're trying to find a balance in your life, whether it's financially or things you're trying to bring to life here, you know, financial goals, career stuff, opportunities you're trying to create for yourself. Then you have the 10 of Swords in the middle. An ending, a difficult ending. A difficult chapter coming to an end as well. Because of the Empress and the 10 of Swords, I do feel like it's about some kind of transformation about yourself, but I will see what it is in a second. And the 7 of Cups, which is about having a lot of options. Like I said earlier, maybe overwhelming yourself with the amount of things that you want to do. Like break it down. Break it down a little bit. All right, like let's start with square 1 and then we'll think about square 2, step 2, then step 3, and then step 4. Okay, don't overwhelm yourself because there is this energy of either burnout or, you know, juggling a bit too much. 7 of Cups. Get clear on what it is that you want as well. It kind of makes sense with that prayer. Okay. Right, and let's get 3 more cards as an overall energy. Well, not overall energy. Any extra messages for Virgos this week? Anything else they need to know, hear about? More. 10 of Pentacles, which is financial stability. This is the end goal, the legacy, financial windfall maybe, or just abundance. And you have judgment coming through. I do feel like, okay, so this could also be a card of forgiveness, by the way. Maybe that's why the Ten of Swords is coming in, if there is any forgiveness here, whether it's you releasing it, surrendering, letting it go. That's what the judgment card can mean. Making peace with it, understanding the lesson behind it so you can fully release it for once and for all. Or whether you're receiving some kind of communication from spirit or from a person here, it's a card of clarity. Getting clear, it's, the angels blowing the trumpet here. It's news, it's an announcement. 8 of Wands. Communication, potentially. That could be what it is. Now, I also feel like there is going to be some kind of really, really good news coming your way. Maybe this is clarity. You're getting clear on something here, on what it is that you desire and what you want to choose in your life, because 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and over this card feels like, again, trying to figure out what it is that you want and desire here. It feels like maybe through a dream you see it or sense it, or I don't know, the angel is making a judgment call here. You're making a judgment call. 8 of Wands, transformation, change. It's about things speeding up. All right, blockages are being lifted, and things are now moving in a very swift way. Okay, so I call this transformation just because of the butterflies on it. You're going through a change, which makes sense because of the Empress. I did say that 10 of Swords feels like a part of yourself is coming to an end as well. That guilt, that despondence, maybe self-criticism. Whatever it is, 8 of Wands, rapid movement. All right, it feels very, very good. And again, it feels like you're moving in the right direction. You're on the right path. And then the 10 of Pentacles, which is really all about that end goal for you, that legacy, that blossoming abundance. 4 of Wands with the 7 of Cups. It does feel like you're achieving goals in the moment, but maybe you're unclear about what the end goal is. What's the ultimate goal? Or again, maybe overwhelming it. You're not sure how to get from, where you are now to that thing. Get clear on what it is that you want. And I do believe that the answers will come to you. And again, maybe think about the goal and then ask yourself, like I've been saying, what do I do today to get a little bit closer to that? Okay, you don't need to know the rest of the path, but just what can you do today? And can you do that every day? Or whatever the plan is to get there a little bit faster. Because the 3 of Pentacles is here. Build a plan. Build a strategy. Don't overwhelm yourself with it. And if you have a lot of goals, okay, let's think about the one goal that you want the most. How are we going to get there? Build a plan to get there. Okay. My angels, I hope this reading's made sense to you. I really hope. I will go through actually what these cards are, because I just feel like it. Can we speak about the peace card, please? All right. Slow and steady movement. Maybe making peace with the timing of something, like we've been saying here. The coin is kind of like the egg here, about bringing something to life or planting a seed and allowing it to grow and blossom. Could be about an idea. The Knight of Pentacles means to me like personal development. It's about making small, steady improvements. It could also be an offer coming your way, like financial offer, or it could be to do with the way that you're doing something, right? Blossoming abundance. The 9 of Wands. So it's interesting because this is a wounded warrior. This tells me you're still hurt, maybe because maybe it's to do with, it depends what blossoming abundance means to you. Like if it's financially, then maybe you do still have some financial wounds. The 9 of Wands says that you've been through a very difficult time when it comes down to what it is that you're manifesting here. So there's a part of you that's still a little bit prepared for the worst. That's what it feels like. Can I get one more for that? You're a bit guarded when it comes down to this blossoming abundance. Then the 3 of Pentacles, again, maybe, well, it is, the 10 of Pentacles is the blossoming abundance, whatever it is to you, that future. A part of you is still a little bit untrusting about whether you can actually have this, or is this just trying to betray me, or whatever. Is this just too good to be true kind of thing? To do with the goal. Am I being realistic about whether I can have this or not? You absolutely can. I do feel like, though, you might feel a bit more stable if you build that plan, like we've been saying. Start with the first steps, okay? And because you definitely can believe that you can do that, right? The small steps, because I do believe it can transform. Right, what's the guilt card here for? Why is guilt here in Virgo's reading? The Knight of Cups does feel like there could be an emotional message coming your way, Virgo, from somebody who might feel guilty, or this could be you processing your own feelings and emotions that you can get over some kind of guilt. Okay, I always say this is somebody crossing that emotional barrier. So whoever this is, they may struggle with opening up to you about this, but it does look like they're doing it. And for others of you, this could be you coming over your own guilt here. Despondence. The Five of Wands and the Fool card, which is interesting. Right. Now, the Five of Wands is the card of conflict. This feels internal conflict because we're speaking about a despondence card, right? Kind of being at war with yourself. You know, you want something, but then there's something else that's kind of making excuses for it, or you're battling with your own mind at the moment. Maybe it's about what you want, or maybe it's about this battle about whether you can have it or not, or taking action could be what this challenge is. Because the Five of Wands isn't really going anywhere, right? All these people are just whacking around. And that's what it is. This is a bit of a tornado in the mind. The Fool card is taking a leap of faith. And I always say with the Five of Wands, the best way to come out of this conflict, competition, this inner conflict is to just come out of it. Be the bigger person, okay? Or just detach completely from whatever this chaos or conflict is. If it's literally, conflicting people in your life, the best way to come to find a conclusion here is to understand that your conclusion is outside of this conflict. It's not with this person. It's not in this argument. Okay, the same in your mind. You might not be very clear right now, and maybe you're lacking a lot of clarity. The Fool card is saying, take a leap of faith somewhere else. Or just do something, just taking action on something. So if you want a new path, all right, but you just don't feel like having the energy for it, and your mind is coming with all these reasons why, maybe you're attacking yourself, like, I really want to do it. Maybe that's where the guilt is. Maybe it's about your future self, this angel, or, this kind of person that you want to become, but you feel like you're stuck in some bad habits now, or you're not living up to the standard that you should. So you feel guilty with that future self, right? It's interesting. So you're in battles with your own mind, but the Fool card is saying, just take the leap of faith. Just go out there. Just go and do something, okay? Start the journey now. Come away from the mind that's trying to say, should I do it today? Is it the right day to do something? Like, it's a little bit of a battle going on here. If there is conflict around you and that's starting to take your energy, the same message applies here. Start a new journey. Start fresh. Take the leap of faith. The universe has your back when the Fool card comes in. You are being divinely guided to take some sort of change here, to make some sort of movement. Prayer. Like I said, get clear on what you want for your future. Look into the horizons. Where do you want to go? Get clear on it. The world is your oyster when that card comes in. You can have whatever you want. But you need to get clear on what it is, okay? Sit down today after this reading, or whenever you have time, and really write down to the universal letter about what it is that you desire. Keep that letter with you. Read it a few times a day if you like. What is Virgo denying? This was an interesting one. The Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. That's an interesting message. I say that because I wonder what it means. Page of Swords is a triggered energy, right? So because we have denial here, like I said before, when the denial came up, I kind of felt like, if you are the one feeling the guilt or the despondence, it felt like there was a fear of letting that go. How do I explain this without it's coming from like not an inner child, it's a triggered energy. I always see that with the Page of Swords because it's kind of like ready to fight with the little information that it knows, It can also really be about diving deep. Some of you might need to dive deep into what this denial is. What are you denying of yourself? The Nine of Wands. What are you worried about? What is causing you to not trust in this, having this blossoming abundance? Like whatever it is to you, dive deep into that trigger. I did say earlier that if there was something, what was it that I said earlier? You know, if you're denying yourself to move on or to forgive, for example, because that can be very difficult to do. It could be because maybe you feel like that inner part of yourself isn't, you know, that was hurt, isn't being acknowledged. So how can you acknowledge that part of yourself, for example, or you know, I feel like it's about diving deep into something that you might be denying without realizing, because I feel like that might help you to enter a new chapter. And I say that because it's a Wheel of Fortune, right? And in this case, it feels like it's about the wheels turning, okay? And I feel like maybe you're worried about the wheel turning in some way. You could be denying the wheel turning. You know where it comes up with that fear of success? That's what it kind of feels like. You're kind of not really trusting that you can have it. So, you know, you're kind of delaying yourself from taking action on it. Maybe making some excuses at times. That's fine. Don't worry. We all do it. Not judging. Not judging anyone. It's a safe space. I'm just trying to figure out what they're saying here. Because you're worried, like, is this wheel really going to turn in my favor though? Like, I don't know. It feels like you're blocking or challenging something here. Okay? But dive deep. Understand what that is. Anyway, my angels, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I hope this has helped you in some way. Let me know how it resonates with you guys and what this might be for you. But anyway, I send you my love. I wish you guys all the best, and happy birthday again to those celebrating and any of my birthday twins out there. But anyway, I will see you guys next time, all right?